you obviously have a huge amount of experience in product management and product management organizations. So I'm not going to ask like which company had the best product management team. That would not be a fair question. But for you, what makes a good product manager, or what makes a good product management organization?
This is easy. It's something I call the customer nervous system. One of the things you learn as a product manager is your opinion is interesting, but it doesn't count. The product managers don't buy the software. And don't get me wrong, you run across product managers that have good intuitive sense of what to build and what customers want. But in the enterprise space especially, because that almost works in consumer, right? Because we're all consumers, and so a product manager can build something for themselves. But I learned early on at Symantec and Norton that I am not the typical user, and if I want to build something that's commercially successful, I got to find what the typical users are. So you got to define the typical user, and you got to go out there, and you have to build a nervous system, just like in our body, where you get continuous inputs on how our bodies are doing. You need continual input from customers and prospective customers and even partners on what they're doing and how they're using your software, what's working, what's not. So great product management organizations have built into their DNA this customer nervous system where they're getting inputs and feedback from customers at every step of their process. And that to me that's easy for me. The best product, that's what they do. If they don't have that, then they're not going to be successful at a commercially successful product. Well, I could add to that. I mean, if I was to say, how do you build the customer nervous systems that if you're a product management team? It starts, early, right? When you're building the software, if you're building a 1.0, which quite honestly, in my career, I'm usually building next versions of software. I have built 1.0s, and in a 1.0, it's important to have a design partner. You have to have a customer in mind that you're building this for, because once again, your opinion doesn't matter. You're not going to buy it yourself. You got to have somebody you're designing it for. If you've done that, then you need to continue that, and you build a group of customers that are using the software. And by the way, these are typically the people that are hands-on keyboard using it, not the purchase decision people, right? Because those are typically someone else. You do need to make sure that you're talking to them and you're helping the people that are using it, feedback to them on the ROI and the value, all that sort of thing. But you got to have this just nervous system of customer feedback that's helping you build this. And MobileIron, that was definitely true, right? MobileIron had thousands of customers. We had thousands of customer feedback of requesting us do these things. And typically, if you have a really good customer nervous system, you have far more customer input than you can handle. And so then it becomes prioritization. And there's fun exercises that product management teams can do with customers. One is the $100 exercise, where you take a small group of customers and say, here's the 15 things that I want to build, or let's say 10, and you've got $100, 100 euros, 100 pounds. How would you spend the 100 pounds across these 10 areas? And if you do that over 20 customers, you'll start noticing trends. And this is where you start, because one of the things as a product manager, you really want to hit on this is you want to try to offset your bias. This is how you do that, is you put, say, hey, you're a PM per day, spend this $100, tell you how you spend it. But that's all examples of how you build this customer nervous system and have it start helping you, make better decisions and better products.